let every nation know, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, to assure the survival and the success of liberty.
We found out about the Cuban crisis sort of piecemeal. I was sitting at work on a Saturday morning. We were preparing one of our ICBMs, our Titan I missiles, and I got a call from the command post, the bomb wing command post at Mountain Home Air Force Base, saying, "Lieutenant, you need to put the missile back on alert right now. We can't tell you why, but SAC says do it." We weren't told yet what it was about. We didn't find out until President Kennedy made his speech.
Within the past week, unmistakable evidence has established the fact that a series of offensive missile sites is now in preparation on that imprisoned island. The purpose of these bases can be none other than to provide a nuclear strike capability against the Western Hemisphere.
I ran an organization that was called Job Control. Our job was to oversee all the maintenance for our 9 Titan missiles out in the field and make sure if something happened, we took care of it right away.
Khrushchev backs down and agrees to dismantle Russian rocket bases in Cuba. The crisis is ended, but the danger is not. Russia knows it, and so too does America.
So growing up with a father in missiles during the Cold War probably shaped me a little bit differently than some of my now peers that grew up in civilian lives. Understanding that what the mission that he was living up to was to be in battle daily without firing a weapon, to go to work daily knowing that we could go to war, and that if we did, that he would be doing things that would be in response to an activity that would have catastrophic consequences.
A lot of people didn't realize what we were doing. They didn't understand the fact that we were at war every day. We did. I quite often now talk to people and say we need to recognize the fact that those of us who served in the Cold War fought a far different war than those who fought in Afghanistan or Korea or anywhere else, but we still fought a war during that same time. And it was a battle every day. I think when I watched the wall come down and the other events, it was the fact that, hey, we've sat for almost 50 years trying to prevent a nuclear war, and all of a sudden, hey, it worked.
I don't know if I could say now. I was in tears at the time. To know what that meant for the people there, to know what they had gone through, that we were fighting for the right side, for right, and for the liberties that we have, and there were people that had that taken away. To see that change, to see that our standing against that for decades was finally paying off.
I think the message for today's people about Cold War veterans, about the ICBM mission, the nuclear deterrent mission, is that it was important in 1962, very important. It kept us from nuclear war then because we stood up strong. The other side, as was said often, the other side blinked and backed away from the confrontation. And we need to keep that force as strong today, and the people need to keep doing their job, keeping it strong.
The path we have chosen for the present is full of hazards, as all paths are. But it is the one most consistent with our character and courage as a nation and our commitments around the world. The cost of freedom is always high, but Americans have always paid it.